Welcome. My name is Karen Pettigrew, and I am the author of a book called The Invitation, The Secret to Creating Your Best Life. I wrote that book, my kids just left, but I wrote that book during 1 week that I spent in Mexico with my children. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and was inspired to write about how powerful our thoughts are. And I was led to that because a lot of my clients, I work in intuitive coaching and consulting. My background is in marketing and strategy. I spent 15 years doing that on the corporate side with heavyweights like Quaker Oats and the Illinois State Lottery and People's Energy. And 5 years ago I quit. And my first book is called I Quit. And Gail held a fabulous coming out launch for me here, and my life has never been the same since. I work with individuals and organizations in aligning their intentions with their actions and bringing spirit into their daily lives and into their work lives. The second book, The Invitation, was in response to what I was seeing in my practice over the years. People that had great intentions. You know, they really wanted to come out. They'd sign up. I had people sign up for classes with me and then not be able, something would come up and they wouldn't be able to come. And I saw that tendency over and over again, and I realized that people, while they may have the greatest intentions, are stuck on the treadmill. They're stuck and they don't know how to get out or get off or slow down or take a time out. And so this book actually is the first in a series of books called Pocketbooks for Your Soul. And it's a little book intentionally. It is designed to meet people where they are. I could have written this in 200 pages, but I wrote it in 48. And I designed it in a way that would allow people to carry it with them. Tuck it into your pocket, carry it with you as a reminder, reflect it. In the back is a section where you can actually record what it is that you're inviting into your life. So your life is very much like a series of invitations, and your thoughts send out those invitations. The only thing that when we're awake, we're always thinking, right? You may not be doing, you may not be speaking, but you certainly are always holding thoughts. So I'm attempting to meet people where they are with content that is concise yet potent, and it's fitting into people's lives where they are. I believe that we're all here to step into our mission, but I think there is a particular challenge that's floating around in the ether right now, and that is for people who are active in business, to bring their spirit into their business, to live from a place, a heart-centered place, but not in an ashram and not in a monastery and not, in a nunnery, but right where we are. My message is about being in spirit wherever you are, but particularly in our work environments. And I believe that the revolution is not going to happen top down or bottom up, but actually from the center, with the gatekeepers, and each one of us has the power to begin to really erect dramatic change. It's all of you have the power to do that. So what I thought would be really fun to do would be to give you some solid, fabulous examples of people who are successfully doing that in their lives. I'm so thrilled to have what a fabulous panel here to talk about living in spirit, but also at work, and how that looks in their lives, and how it's extrapolating their success, and how you too can do that. So it's gonna be open and interactive, and we're gonna go back and forth, and each one of you should have a little blue sheet in front of you before we get started. Does everybody have one of those blue sheets? And what I want you to do, here's what I want you to do is take, 30 seconds to really ask yourself, what do I want? And why do I want that? And then finally, what do I think is holding me back? And as you kind of think on that for a minute, I'm going to actually give you just a minute because I don't want you to overthink it. I want you to write the first thing that comes up for you. I don't want you to filter it and I don't want you to edit it. Just whatever surfaces for you. And we will have an interactive conversation. I went to Harvard for Business School, and they teach by the Socratic method. And you were never not at risk for being called on. And they call it cold calling. And so it's now in my blood, and I like to do that. So I might just say you. What do you think about this? What's your name? I'm sorry. Sherry. Okay, I won't say you, but I will ask you your name and then say you. Okay? So take a second, write down what you're inviting into your life, and then we'll start with this really fun panel.